Well, hello everybody, BugEater64 here, and we're getting ready to do the very first mission in DCS World's MAD campaign. It's called Mutually Assured Destruction. Now this group has made a few campaigns, but I'm going to do this one because it deals with, of course, flying the HUEY. And what is this? Well, basically through history, there's a principle of deterrence between the superpowers, which means if we get into a nuclear war, basically we all have enough nuclear weapons that we can assure mutual destruction. So using nukes has always been a great deterrent because the number of losses is just unacceptable for smart countries. They realize this. So with this campaign, the MAD campaign, it involves the HUEY UH-1 or the Gazelle SA-342. So, and you played part in this as a pilot named Anton Orlovsky. Quite a name, isn't it? So anyway, basically what this is the U.S. has strengthened its military forces in the region. Iran is in the middle of huge civil war, but it continues to protect its interest in the Persian Gulf area. So, traffic in the Strait of Hormuz is at a standstill because of all the conflict going on, and every day hostile sides enforce security protection of their oil tankers from enemy sabotage. Well, and the intelligence that Iran still possesses nuclear weapons has added fuel to the fire. And we're with a Russian group, so we're going to be on a red team in this one. Anything we see that might be with the blue team, we get to shoot it up. And hopefully it doesn't shoot us down. So our group, which is called... and our RSCS, we're in Bandar Abbas. Orlovsky, your pilot, he's an experienced pilot, and he's just recently come out of hospital from injuries caused where he actually survived a nuclear explosion. He's in experienced combat, doing missions in Syria and Libya, but he's never been, I guess, this close to real war. So this is what we're going to do. This first mission, we're going to take the HUEY, which personally, the livery on this is beautiful. I love this livery. But we're going to go ahead and fly this first mission. That being said, I'm also going to be flying in VR. Now, a lot of people don't like watching videos made with VR because of the round circles you get from the headgear and so on. Well, thankfully, I found a way by watching other YouTuber providers to remove that, get rid of it. And so, like you're looking at our helicopter behind me here, and that's from the actual screen in VR. So this was my first try at using it, and with the correction so that it gives a rectangular picture instead of the round. I goggle look, and so that's what we're going to do. So I hope you enjoy it. Let's get inside the cockpit. Let's get this mission going. See you inside. Okay, well, seeing this as we go along and you see these screens with information written there, you can actually go ahead and stop the video and be able to read what is typed there. So these were like, this is notes from the author who created the mission and the campaign. So yeah, enjoy. And as we go through this, once we get in the cockpit, there's a little bit more on it about this type of stuff. But you can actually go ahead and stop the video and read the information you want. So here we are in the cockpit once again, and we've got the information here telling me that this is what we're getting into. So we're going to go ahead and get started here, and then get our bird started up and get the mission on its way. And this is all in VR. So, and you can see that we've got a full screen rectangular picture and not the circular goggle look.
Pre-flight check. Pre-flight check. Prepare for takeoff. How are you feeling, Commander? I'm okay. I've almost gotten over my injuries. NBCP units are on board. Their commander is Lieutenant Reverb. Ammunition and food for the recon team are loaded.
Okay.
HP MinOp frequency 119.150 megahertz. Headquarters encrypted comms 250.700 megahertz. Comms with the pair of K-50 also 119.150 megahertz. Communication in the clear with MinOp only. Roger.
Okay, controls are free and clear. Fuel's on. We can go ahead and start her up.
Radio set. MinOp 012, request startup. 012, MinOp, startup approved. Surface wind 2835. QFE 28.760. Takeoff in turn after departure of board 21. MinOp 012, roger. Clear for takeoff in turn after board 21. NDB MinOp 300 kilohertz. NDB Berentin 350 kilohertz. Raj, MBD 300, Vidya. My name is Alexei. Right. Sorry, Leisha. Maybe I haven't recovered completely. It's okay. Not everybody can say they were hit by a nuclear strike and survived. MinOp 34, approaching pair, heading 80. 34 MinOp, roger. Orbit at zone 03 over the lake. Wilco, orbit at zone 03 over the lake.
Finish.
How long did you
Finish getting our bird ready?
With Victor, 4.5 years. Syria, Libya, Iraq, and Iran.
Okay, gunner's ready. You can return fire if we run into anything. And he's looking good. We've got a good start. Running the RPMs up.
Checks are complete.
Radio altimeter. Okay, we need to give it power.
3 degrees, then fly heading 70
Should have done that
degrees
earlier.
to the reservoir center, and then fly a heading of 335 to the mouth of the river, and from there along the river, eastbound.
Reset master caution. Everything's good. Board is clear. So we're ready to go. The Mi-8 is already taken off, and we're going to be right behind it. Okay, not pretty, but we're up.
Knob 012, en route, departing heading 70 degrees, maintaining 100 feet, then as briefed. 012 Knob, fly as briefed. 32, joining your formation. Knob 012, roger. 32's providing cap.
Yeah, we got a K-50 coming towards us. It'll pass on our right.
12, this is 32 in contact, joining your formation. 32, roger, form up on the right. 32, roger, forming to the right. Line up 2-1, enter operating area, request permission to proceed. 2-1, Knob, clear to proceed, maintain 3-4 cover. Line up 2-1, roger. Clear to proceed under 3-4 cover.
And most of this flight, I'm going to keep it under 100 feet. It just feels safer down here.
2134, staying in formation. Roger, continue. Lieutenant, what's the situation here?
Good morning, Captain. The situation isn't very good. The symmetry surfaces on the surface have recorded from 100 to 5,000 millisieverts per hour. Fallout has spread unevenly due to rain and the topography of the area. The radioactive clouds from the 2 nuclear blasts at the seaport and the airbase Havadi has drifted to the east, directly towards the reservoir at Minab. Currently, the lake water is contaminated and can't be used. More than that, the radioactive material, mixed with dust and soil, is spread around the region. The main contamination zones are around the cities of Minab, Beratin and Becca. They should be evacuated immediately, as well as your guard post in Minab.
This is where we have to work? How long can we live with radiation levels like this? The main thing is not to leave the helicopter and wear lead underpants. I don't think the lead underpants will help us given the survey readings. When I woke up in the hospital, the doctors told me to call my family and say goodbye. I had the highest radiation dose they had seen. Anyway, you see I'm still alive. Don't push that panic button just yet. Maybe it's not as bad as they described it.
Certainly didn't do this part of the world any good. Flying in nuclear fallout. Not a good day. And I'm using the HP Reverb G2 with my prescription lenses in it, which really helps. It's such a hassle trying to do it without wearing my eyeglasses. This really makes it much easier. Just about area of waypoint 3. So we should be seeing the river here shortly after we get over the top of these little hills. We'll turn to follow the river to get to our first landing spot. That's the river, what there is of it. The sun keeps coming in and out from behind clouds.
Approaching the RV point, identification signal red and then green flares. 3212, respond. 1232 receiving. 3212, approaching the RV point, break formation and orbit over the RV. Roger, providing cover. Red flare seen. Okay, going to pass over the RV and then land on heading 280 to the right. Ready for landing. Land as close as you can to that vehicle. Green flare seen. Affirm. Landing heading 280. Get ready. Ready for landing. Ready for landing. Proceeding.
Okay, let's see if we can get her down safely close to the Hummer there. Pedal turner around here. Move up close. And we are down. Okay.
We're down. They look like our guys. Unload the cargo.
Sergeant, unload it. The dosimeter is reading 1,000 microsieverts per hour. Guys, here's a map showing where you can fly and where you can't. Also, here's a dosimeter.
Lieutenant, thanks. We'll study it. What's your name?
Maxim Spiridov.
I'm Lesha, and the commander is Anton Orlovsky.
So, how was being in a PMC suiting you guys?
Not bad, Maxim. It was all right until we came here. Now the salary is not so good, and you appreciate life more and more with each passing day.
Like I say, on the contrary, life here is no value. Have you read the reports about the number of dead? There are already over 3,000. Done. The cargo's unloaded.
Fine, taking off. NDB 350 kilohertz. Commander, the flight takes us along the river to the landmark, the confluence of the two rivers.
Alright, lifting. And we'll turn to the left.
Three, 2, 1, 2, respond. 3, 2, go ahead. 3, 2, 1, 2, we're airborne. Form up on the right. Roger, I see you. Stay to the right, monitoring the area. Roger.
Okay, we're going to follow the river until we get to where it branches, and then we're going to follow the right branch towards a town. See how that goes.
I see the river confluence.
Continue on from there on heading 63 to Berentin. Decimeter showing 1200 millisieverts per hour.
What does that mean, Lieutenant?
It's time to put on our lead underpants.
Ah, green smoke off in the distance. That's our destination. Excellent. Overwatch hasn't called in any enemies yet, so, and I haven't seen any. So looks like we're okay. Still gonna be keeping it close to the tops of these trees so we make less of a target. I think I see some hostiles over to the left. You may not be able to see it, but I think it's there. Yep. Off in the distance, so.
3212, break formation and orbit over waypoint 3.
Heads up, I can see enemy infantry over there, 2 kilometers to the north of Berentin. I can also see a Zoo-23, 2-point lookout.
Sam launch. Okay. And that went right over the top of us. Okay. This just became interesting.
Landing heading 280. Get ready. Look out.
It's supposed to go down, William, not up.
Lieutenant, get out as quick as you can so we can take off immediately.
Gotcha.
I missed my landing spot. I just slammed it down, but that might not have been too safe. So let's swing around and see if we can crawl in here without getting our... There they are, straight off there. See the blue patch? That's a whole bunch of bad people. And most of it's infantry, so let's see if we can get in here. And I'm not planning for... Oh, William, this is so bad. So bad. You fly this girl better than that. You're gonna get yourself killed by a SAM. They got man pads out there. Alright. Calm down. Relax. Gaining altitude again. Oh, you know, you have good days and bad days, and this one just isn't going the way I planned. This is all pilot error. Come on, get her down. Settle her down. All right, we're down.
We're on the ground. Everybody out. Minot, 3-2, come in, please. 3-2, meet off, receiving, over. In the area around Barrington City, there are enemy manpads. I zoom from 3 and at least 20 enemy troops. I'll let the operations center know what's going on. 3-2, roger. 1-2, 3-2, take off as fast as you can. Interview with ADMS is approaching to the RV from the north of Barrington. My pods have failed. I'll try to hit the zoo with my gun. Do you copy? Roger, just get the guys out and we'll work on the infantry.
That's all, guys. My group's on the ground. Best of luck. Hope to see you all again.
Fine. Lisha, let's have the armament ready and take off. We'll work on the infantry to the north of Barrington.
Okay.
Commander, be careful. They have manpads, and the infantry appears to be quite close to the city. Don't panic, Lisha.
All right. You see him, shoot him. Come on, co-pilot. You shoot him, I'll fly it. Let's get out of here. Enemy is dead ahead. We'll make a pass there. See if we can do some damage. That's it. Light him up. That's it. Keep cooking them. Oops, alright. Time for us to go. We did some damage though. Get down, hug the earth. Ooh, that one nearly just missed my head. Alright. Ooh, we're still taking hits. Alright. Let's pick some hits. We're gonna head back. RTB. Not showing any damage. At least not yet. Nothing on the warning board. Maintaining speed. The pilot is alive and well. We took some hits, but it doesn't. At this point, it doesn't appear to have affected any of our avionics or anything. We're going to head back to base. Head back to Minot. So we have accomplished everything we were asked to do. Now if I can get back to base in one piece. Let's see if we get what kind of rating we get with this. I'm not hopeful. I haven't been flying the bird very well. Alright, so off in the distance there you see some trees and you can see the top of the dam, and that right over the top of that is our camp in our landing area. Which, as you saw when we took off, it's about the size of a postage stamp, so we'll see if I've got it today or not. And to be honest, I'm not sure I do, but we're going to give it the old college try.
Landing heading 280. Get ready for landing. Ready for landing. Ready for landing.
Alright, let's start to slow down. And again, I'm having problems controlling it today. I shouldn't be gaining altitude when I'm slowing down. The pilot's just not doing his job. Okay, the MI-8 is getting ready to touch down. Hope its rotor wash doesn't affect me too bad. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, this is a lesson on how not to land the HUEY UH-1 in DCS. Boy, there's a bullet hole right in my windscreen, went right over my left shoulder. Should be easing her down. Come on now. Just past the concrete barricade, inside those tires. Don't slide backwards, overcorrecting. Oop, I hit something. What's going on? I lost it. I lost it. And I've lost my main rotor blades. But, that being said, we are safe on the ground. Let's get rid of that. We'll just go ahead and shut it down here. This is horrible. Okay. I'm kind of familiar with these kind of landings lately. All right. Well, that wasn't the ending I was looking for, but we're down safe, even though we probably damaged 2 helicopters. We definitely damaged the Huey. I mean, anyway, we got shot up a bit. Didn't see anything on the warning board. Everything seemed to be working. I think I've had some problems with controls. I'm going to have to go back into DCS and maybe work on the curves that I have set up for my controls for the Huey. At times it just seems too sensitive, and you know, I shouldn't have to be fighting it this much to hold the hover and so on. And I haven't had that problem for a long time, and now all of a sudden, my last few flights I've run into that. So it may be just that because I'm old, you know. Shoot, I'm a tired, old, fat, gray-haired, 70-year-old war dog. So anyway, we got the first mission done. Now, it was not a victory for us, but it was not a loss. They actually declared it to be a draw. So I could restart the campaign and just trash this thing. But that being said, why? You know, let's see how things go. This is a kind of a progressive campaign that depending upon what you do is what you're supposed to be able to run into as you go through it. So with that, we got the mission done. We're alive. Our crew is alive. The maintenance team is really pissed off, but we got her done. So I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun flying it. It's a little bit aggravating sometimes that I'm having problems now flying the Huey that I've very rarely had in the past. But as I've said before, this was a Bug Eater 64 textbook perfect landing. Any landing you can walk away from is a good landing. So, hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you next time. And as always, remember, safe flying.